Hey guys, welcome back to F1 22, my team career mode for the Miami Grand Prix this weekend. Today, we currently stand P2 in the drivers' standings. We lead the constructors' standings because what else is new? We are still quite a ways behind Sergio Perez, our teammate. 17 points behind. We have a special one-off livery for the Miami Grand Prix this weekend. And without further ado, I think it's time to head to qualifying for Miami. Here we go. Here we go for Miami. We set on pole position. It's lights out and away we go. Here in Miami. We run a little wide in turn 1. Lando Norris up to P3 in, I probably shouldn't say indefinitely, but he is taken charge ahead of George Russell. We stay ahead of our own teammate, Sergio Perez. However, for how long because here comes Checo again. Going to force him the long way around. In the end, he just decides to back out of the move. But some early signs showing that Checo may just be quick enough to possibly edge us out this weekend. I don't know what that was, but the car... Whoa. Oh! Oh, Sergio! Sergio is out. Our teammate! And maybe us as well, because we just had contact with Lando Norris. Norris not exactly happy with us, and that is us spun around. Our teammate is out of the race, and that's big contact. George Russell leads this race in the Red Bull. Sir. Oh my goodness. Another big open goal today for Red Bull because while Norris is up on the podium, the other McLaren of Daruvla is down in P20. He had a very poor start to his Miami Grand Prix. Didn't help him too much that he clobbered into us. We are effectively down in last. We're in last. This is an open goal for us because Sergio is out. We can probably get the podium. I don't know about the race victory anymore, but podium we can definitely push for. We have the best car on the grid. We can definitely push for it. Head itch. I was not game. Shut up. Oi, boy. I was there. Okay. Yeah, I was not. So you can just be quiet, you big crybaby game. Effectively only 21 cars in this field now, and we're up ahead of one of them. Russell is continuing to lead the way. However, Lando is the quickest man on circuit. Maybe we can beat him out, but we're in traffic, so... Oh, we do still beat him out. Out of the way, Dan. Dan ticked him up to P18 now. First one-off livery of the season. Hey Mag, I was there, buddy. Sorry to burst your bubble, but yeah, I was there. I hate fighting around Miami. Reminds me a lot about fighting around Monaco sometimes. Oi, Yuri. Watch where you're going, pal. P13 now, homing in on Valtteri Bottas. Bottas slid off. Look at this. Well, we're back up into the points now. Russell continues to lead the way here in Miami in his Red Bull. Red Bull ended up jeez, now I can't find the words. I feel like these tires still have some life in them. Shut up, Mark. Please just lead me to it. Let me do my job. Any points will help because today, for us, the two Alpines scrapping it out, we're going to get by them heading into the left-right chicane. Because they were just too busy fighting each other. And just like that, we find ourselves up into P8. We're not going box this lap. We're going to take the free positions we gain here. Going to hit this time around, and hopefully we've done a good enough final lap on these soft tires that we hold a gap on the cars in front, at least high enough, and they're stuck in traffic too, so that is also helping me. And we're also catching the guys in front. Russell stayed ahead of Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc. Here we go, into the pits. Come on, come on, come on.
Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now. We're finishing the race on this compound.
Well, we didn't overtake anyone with the overcut, but we did close up on them. Russell still leading the race. These three in front are not paying attention to me. I'm going force them to pay attention to me. Liam Lawson in the second Red Bull on the hard tire. That's more of a Ferrari strategy than a Red Bull strategy. Jesus Christ. This should not be a very difficult overtake to make. Yep.
That's it, mate. You've taken fifth.
Are incredibly far behind Norris. I believe I can still catch him, and maybe even Russell as well. Just need to overtake Stroll in the park as soon as possible, and there it is. The move is done. And the Ferrari and the McLaren battling it out is not helping these two try and pull away. In fact, it's actually helping me pull them in. Leclerc's on a hard tire. Oh, what pain for Ferrari and McLaren, because Leclerc is doing a very good job holding Lando up. And the Ferrari just, was continuing to get better exits. The McLaren now ahead of the Ferrari. Saw that we were coming. Lando didn't want to stay stuck behind Leclerc any longer. And just like that, we are going to overtake Leclerc with ease. We're on Lando here. Russell, not too far ahead. We can get him. We can still catch him. We can still win our home Grand Prix. Or at least one of them. One that feels more like home. Kind of edge Lando out of the way. And now chasing after the Red Bull. Red Bull hoping to win their first race. As I alluded to last episode, trying to win their first race since season 1. A long time ago it was, since the Charging Bulls from Milton Keynes have won a race. Well, now they have a chance. They're only 4 laps away from the checkered flag. However, while they may have one of the most impressive young talents of the new era of George Russell, we have something here too. I'm an American driver trying to win the Miami Grand Prix, which is located in the United States. Also, I'm trying to take the point lead away from my teammate, which is going to happen even if we finish P2, because it'll be 18 points gained. 19 points gained, actually, because we have the fastest lap. Honing in on Russell now. Our Season 1 rivals of Red Bull leading a Grand Prix once again, and this time actually leading the Grand Prix, fighting for the race win. Coming to 3 laps to go, Russell looking for his first career race victory. He wasn't able to get it with Mercedes because Mercedes ruthlessly kicked Russell out. We have the raw speed, but these tires are starting to degrade quite quickly. Oh. Well, I haven't used a flashback yet this race. Unfortunately, we're going to have to use one. I thought this was going to be the first race that we do this season without having to use a flashback. Unfortunately not. DRS Open. Here we come, gaining on Russell. He just has such much. His tires aren't as bad as mine is what's going on. I've been pushing these tires so hard to catch Russell. We now have Lando Norris catching us because Russell's defending. Now I'm trying to attack Russell. It's slowing us both down. 2 laps to go. 2 laps remain here in the Miami Grand Prix. Russell pulling out that little cheeky move there and running us up wide into the wall. Norris now very much so within range of DRS. Hi Lando, how you doing? Coming to the final lap of this Grand Prix. Closing, closing, closing. Not enough. Yet again. Here we come to the final lap here in Miami. We're trying to win it again. Russell trying to win his first race. Hi, Lando. Sorry, Lando. Well, I think that now seals the deal. George Bloody Russell in the Red Bull. Red Bull back up front. It's a new season and a new dawn for the Charging Bulls from Milton Keynes. And a new dawn indeed, as they look to take victory for the first time since Mexico Season 1. We tried so hard. We got tagged around on lap 2 of the Grand Prix. That was where Russell took the lead, and he was in the lead for the rest of the race. George Russell is a Grand Prix winner in Formula One. And we come home P2. Red Bull is back on top in Formula One.
They've done it then. A truly magnificent win here at the Miami International Autodrome. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I think that smart time management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Here come today's winners. The team of Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they secured here.
Red Bull and George Russell on top here in Miami. Red Bull back on top. This is surely going to help their chances in the Constructors' Championship. They outscored us, too, by the way. So, not only did they outscore Ferrari and McLaren, they outscored us. Because Sergio Perez had his mechanical failure. Poor Sergio, man. He was leading the Grand Prix and he DNFs.
Now the drivers' standings have changed. Martin takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Martin. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Well, as I alluded to, Red Bull, they gain points on us. Gap now only 77 points in the Constructors' Championship between ourselves and Red Bull. McLaren down to P4 and only 3 points ahead of Mercedes. In the Drivers' Championship, we take the lead of the points by 2 points ahead of Sergio Perez. George Russell moves up to P3 in the Drivers' Championship with his first ever career race victory. Liam Lawson, the second Red Bull, moves up ahead of Lando Norris to P6 by 1 point in the Drivers' Championship. Charles Leclerc loses P3. However, the Red Bull and Ferrari tied on points as it stands for P3 in the Drivers' Championship, and only 27 points behind myself, 25 points behind Sergio.